So I hope no one was victim to the hacking. It was only a short window of time. Hey Eddie, hey Glenn. So I think this is all coming through loud and clear, guys. Thank you for those that are hitting the thumbs up. So MyEtherWallet. First of all, hopefully by now you've used this and you've become familiar with it. And one of the most popular videos we did was the MyEtherWallet tutorial clearly explained. So please check that out if you haven't already. But getting your head around that concept that MyEtherWallet, this website here that you go to, it is not a wallet. It's an interface for you to interact with the Ethereum blockchain. And there's a number of ways you can interact with the blockchain. So most of you are hopefully interacting with it with your hardware device, where you connect that and your private key is stored on your hardware device. Now there's other ways to do that. The most dangerous way that I think beginners make that mistake is by copying and pasting their private key and just leaving it sitting on their computer, copying it to a Word document. I think we saw Ian Bellina copy and paste it to online storage. It's so dangerous. If you leave that laying around somewhere on your computer or online, it can be compromised. So print it out offline, write it down. Have a hardware wallet is by far the safest, guys, and we have in the link in the description of every video, we have a link to those hardware wallets, the best investment you can make to keep all your crypto safe. So what happened? So let's dive over and check out the MyEtherWallet series of tweets. So the domain name system servers were what got compromised, not the website itself. So when people went to this website yesterday, instead of having this trusted little lock and this green writing, this certificate that lets you know this is the official website, you should have this saved as a tab so you're not Google searching or you're not typing it and risking making mistakes. Instead, they would have got this little red not secure, no little lock there, it's not green. So hopefully people realize that this was a certificate error, but unfortunately a few people didn't. Now I believe it was only about 2.5 minutes as this was compromised, but they still managed to collect 200 ETH. So a fair amount of money. It could have been a lot worse. Hopefully it all comes down to education, guys. If you know the things to look for, if you're familiar with how this all works, you hopefully would have recognized that something's not right. So if you weren't using MyEtherWallet in that short window of a few minutes when it was compromised, when their servers were redirecting you to a dodgy website, you should be fine. And that's the main underlying message here. So, this can happen to any organization. We've seen it happen to, even Google and that in the past. It's nothing to do with MyEtherWallet, the platform itself. It's just that the hackers finding vulnerability in the public-facing servers and redirecting you to that. So it was a Google DNS server that was affected. The users would have actually had to click that ignore button when that certificate warning that I just spoke about pops up, letting you know you're visiting a malicious site. Make sure you've got that green bar, as I just mentioned, and it has that official title in green as well. So you can run MyEtherWallet offline as well. This is a learning experience, I guess, if you're new, but hopefully no one was victim to this. So we continue to be attacked by, phishing sites and whatever, but as a whole, the community has responded pretty well to this. So I'm happy to take a few questions if you've got any, guys. But I guess my take-home message is, unless you used it in that small window, your funds are safe. Please educate yourself about how this works. Watch that video and get your head around the concepts of what is MyEtherWallet, what is my private key, how am I interacting with the blockchain. This website is not for storing your private key on. If you entered your private key in that little 4-minute window or whatever it was onto those servers, that's the only people that are theoretically at risk. Go to the Ethereum block explorers and check your wallet, check your address. All your funds will be there. You can check your address without plugging in your hardware wallet, guys. If your funds are there, they should be safe. So hopefully that all makes sense. Any idea where to hide your 24 words? Again, that should be written down on that bit of paper that comes with your hardware wallet and stored somewhere very safe. separate location to your hardware device. The next best site to MyEtherWallet. So for those that don't know, MyEtherWallet had a bit of a falling out. The developers, and there's a website here. Always make sure it's spelt right. mycrypto.com. Again, it's got the MyCrypto there. I'll just check. mycryptowallet.com.au. That's not the official site. That's something completely different, guys. So always make sure you're at the right site. But this is the same developers. So this is, for all intents and purposes, the exact same product. It's just that the team had a bit of a falling out. One of the founders versus the new team members. And I don't want to get into the politics of that. Both of these sites are exactly the same in the way that you're interacting with the blockchain. All the tabs are even exactly the same, guys. I might talk about some of the new features on both of these, particularly Cobb integrating with MyEtherWallet here as well in the future. So I'll do a video on that, but Cobb are integrating there, so you can buy a Misa Go, buy Augur, all these tokens, Power Ledger there. Good to see. Anything that Cobb are sort of integrating straight here. So this is a step towards decentralized exchanges almost, and almost we're interacting with Kyber, but then the next step is going peer-to-peer, fully decentralized exchanges and whatever. So going off on a bit of a tangent there, guys. I mean, the market's had a bit of a tantrum. 9,700, $300 pullback or whatever it was, but it looks like we're recovering nicely already, and Bitcoin continues to power higher. And again, if you understand how this works, as soon as you read this, if you understand that this is not a big issue, if you're a trader, maybe it's an opportunity to jump in, because we do get these panic knee-jerk reactions. At least 2 copies, laminate it, make sure your printer's got no viruses, or your computer when you do all this. Hopefully that answers all your questions, guys. MyEtherWallet, it's all back to normal now. It's all safe to use. Always just check that up the top there, guys. Any of the crypto websites you're using and logging in. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video around, and we'll talk to you again soon. Cheers.